Hi, everybody. Welcome to EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. Well, here we go. The debut performance in the EA SHL. Both these teams look ready to go, as does the official. Let's bring it on. The Nighthawks start things off on the right note by winning the opening draw. Takes control of the puck. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. The Icebreakers move the puck in the defensive zone. And we'll get a face-off after the offside call. Lots of time left in this period. The game is still scoreless. And off the draw, they take the puck. Takes the feed. And he slides it quickly to Waters. Oh, what a hit along the wall.
And that's a clean one, James. A great angle, shoulder to shoulder, and just laid it on thick.
The Icebreakers have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Great feed from the left side. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Passes out front. Picked off in front. Oh, look at this. Breakaway. He scores! Oh, wow, what a play!
Well, he uses his speed to break away from his opponent, then reads exactly what the goaltender is giving him to be able to convert. What a beautiful play. Well, this is a great play, James. He gets in on the breakaway, and it's all about confidence at this point, a recognition to trust your skill set. He does just that, and he finds the back of the net.
And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. Bang on passes center in the neutral zone. The Icebreakers look to start the transition game. Looking for space inside the D zone. Oh, what a hit check. He got all of that. The Nighthawks have it against the wall. The Icebreakers take possession in the defensive end. Smart read by the defender to come up with it. Puck picked up by Krokock. Here we go, on-man rush. How did he stop that one?
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one.
Oh, well, a save like this, it'll wake up your entire bench. I mean, this is a game changer, James. Talk about change the momentum of a game and a timely save. That's one right there.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. The Nighthawks have taken a 1-0 lead. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Picks up the puck. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. Waters setting up against the wall. With the stop. Oh, and he missed the net. What a chance there.
Oh, James, when you're in the funnel, you've got that great scoring chance. You got to execute. You can't miss from that area.
Right in the open ice. That one's picked off. The Icebreakers played along the wing. And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck leaves the zone. The Nighthawks have it now. Great save by the Tendy on the wraparound.
Well, you got to have a strong push if you want to be able to go post to post, kids, and that's exactly what he does to make the save.
Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Gives them nothing in front.
He reads this play perfectly, James. He gets tight to the shooter. There's no room to put it by him.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the Nighthawks lead it 1-0. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Tees him up! Oh, and an even bigger save on the slapper! Takes the pass. Let's move to the middle! Oh, and they couldn't complete that. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Grabs the puck. Off the left wing and into center. Here's a chance to the middle. Great defensive hits up play to pick it off. Oh, what a hit along the wall, and those boards are rattling.
And when you're along those boards with the puck, you know it's coming, and you can't do anything when the spacing and alignment is done perfectly, and that's what happens here, James. This is how you gain the puck, when you separate the body from it.
Slides it across. Takes the feed at the back end. Huge steal at his own end.
She's got really good skills, James, and she's confident, but this is a...
Oh, my goodness, it stayed out. What a save.
It was all but in, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display.
Shot attempt completely fails on that. And he lowers the boom.
Well, that's a huge hit. It's a message sending, James. I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking on either side and making sure that you're wearing them down. He does exactly that with that huge hit.
Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. The Nighthawks take control of the faceoff. There's the horn. Still 40 more minutes left in regulation time. We'll get to the second period right after this. A clean sheet of ice beckons, and period number 2 set to get underway. Here we go, middle frame now underway as the puck drops. We've had an intermission to settle things down after the first period. How do you process what you've seen?
The Icebreakers continue to find themselves chasing the game here, James. I mean, you look at the possession numbers, they really haven't had the puck at all, so they're getting worn down right now.
Grabbed along the board by Krokop. Shot just gets enough to keep it out. Big time hit along the boards, and there's no give there.
Well, there isn't, and you can just feel the rumble of the boards from up here. Just bone-crushing, separating body from puck.
And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up.
Wagner's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
We're still in the early stages of this period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. The Nighthawks win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck. Stretch pass. There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
Well, he's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
Out of nowhere, he steals that one.
Well, there's an intangible to being a competitor, and that's exactly it with that save. It's desperation, doing whatever it takes to keep the puck out of the net. This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. A reason why he can get square to it and make the save. What a timely save, James. I mean, if that doesn't ignite a fire to his entire team, I don't know what will. He's doing everything to keep his team in this.
More than half the period left to play. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck in their own end. And now he passes up to Krokop. Into the corner now. Works it across to Darlene. Too much congestion in front. Puck clears the zone, and they'll be forced to regroup. Here's a chance, sends it in front. Oh, and he keeps it here. Wow, she may have just prevented a goal.
Well, that's a huge block, taking away a grade A scoring chance, but you have to have courage and a willingness to get in front of it.
Centers are lined up, and we are ready to resume. And they win the draw here in their own end. The Nighthawks pick up steam and are on the attack. And he takes the feed. And that skips out of the offensive end. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck against the wall. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Fantastic save! Connects with a long lead pass here in the middle. And he sidesteps the check there. Good stop by Lehman. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Stoppage in play, offside the call.
Wagner's found his rhythm here as we look at that last save. I mean, he has to be so on the mark right now, too positioned to be able to make it. His read is perfect. He's tracking well. I mean, you have to be quick and athletic to make that one.
More than half the frame has been played here. 1-0 the score. Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. And takes a tour out of the offensive end to find some space at center. Stoppage in play as we get an offside. And they take possession. Nice job tangling him up on the draw. And that's offside, stopping the play. And they win that draw at center. Gains the zone on the left wing. To the front! And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Through pass ahead. The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. And it's a quick pass to Deacon Poot. In close! Oh, slick work with the glove by Wagner!
It really is amazing to watch him maintain possession of this puck while his opponent is on him. I mean, they're pushing him, they're shoving, they're doing everything they can. But he's resilient, he's got a willingness to his game, but he's also got power. Power, you can see it in his lower half and the balance and coordination it takes to get this puck to the net.
Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Here's a blast from the boards. And that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. The Icebreakers have it now. And we've got an offside with a face-off looming. Getting into the later stages of this period, we've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck. And now it's grabbed by Prokop. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Play is called for offside. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. And he takes the feed. And we'll get a breather here with offside to call. And less than a minute to go here in the middle frame. The Nighthawks will play it from the defensive zone. Slides into Deacon Poop. Slides it across. Off the outside of the post and stays out.
The Nighthawks' lead in this game doesn't get extended, and man, they would have loved that one for the extra cushion, but it goes off the post and out.
Been a fun night in the barn as we bring an end to period number 2, and there's still 20 more minutes of action to go here in regulation. Third period. Don't go anywhere. And we are just moments away from the start of the third period. And they have dropped the puck here on the final frame. What's this game told you through 2 periods tonight?
The Icebreakers really haven't played.
Scores! An empty net goal!
Well, you're trying to push and create something with the extra attacker, and you know that you get the extra advantage, but unfortunately, it doesn't work out, and it goes the other way. Well, when you see the empty 4x6, you got to pad the stats a little bit, and you got to make sure you hit the back of it.
The Nighthawks have gone up by 2 now here in the third, and boy, do they look good.
Well, that's sending a message right to start the third period, isn't it, James? Listen, you're dictating the pace in all different areas of the ice. You come out in the third, you get another one. That's a great way to start third.
Now a quick pass to Deacon Poop. Moves it up through the middle from the right. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Moves inside. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Lehman. With the puck inside the defensive zone. They've got numbers here. Swing and a miss. He says, let's get physical on that play. Here's a shot. Scores! Puts it in the back of the net, and that's how you light the lamp.
He lights the lamp as he buries that one, James. But he knows, he has confidence, and he shows just that in that battle. Execution, that's how you do it. I love his awareness on this breakaway. His head is up the entire way, and he's reading exactly what the goaltender is giving him. He sees some daylight, quick release shot, and he buries it.
And off the draw, they win the faceoff. Crowcock's got it in the offensive zone. And that's deflected. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Play whistle dead, penalty coming up. Waters is going off for interference.
A tough penalty to take as you're looking for the equalizer. You're in a 1-goal deficit, and you got to find a way to generate offense, James. Real tough one to take.
Shot in front. Nice save from point-blank range.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
The Nighthawks looking against the half wall. And that's off the glove and will play on. The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. The Nighthawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Passes it over. And there's the save on the play. From center, they get into the attacking area. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice, coughs up the puck.
Waters' penalty has almost expired.
The Icebreakers kill off the penalty.
You get the nod to go out there on the power play and make a difference, and you don't. It's frustrating, and it's a real momentum killer.
Here he is on the backhand. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down.
Wagner's last save was outstanding. He knew exactly where that puck was going to go. That's anticipation at its finest, to be able to get to the right spot, know where that puck is coming from, and make a high-grade A save.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. It's a 2-1 game. The Icebreakers win it in the defensive zone. Play whistle dead, offside the call.
Waters finally breaks through and gets on the score sheet here. James has been sniffing around it all night. A ton of puck touches in the right spots at the right time. Just hasn't been able to connect. The coaching staff and everyone's going to love that he didn't get frustrated. He's stuck with it, and he's rewarded for his efforts.
The Nighthawks have it in the offensive zone. Bumped off the puck. Trying to engage a little physicality here. Here they come on the attack. Quick snap. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Lehman.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time, you want to take space. Goaltender does it, makes the save.
And that's stopped by Wagner. Hammers one from the point. Wagner's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Lehman's made a great save on that last play, taking away a high-danger chance because of his ability to anticipate and know where the shooter's coming from.
Here in the back half of this period, we've got a 2-1 game. The Nighthawks win the draw. Can't get it to go. Long lead pass to Waters. Nice save off the tender's pad. And he coughs it up with the pass. Comes up with a monster save in front.
Wagner's dialed in right now. Just have a look at that last save. I mean, he had to be moving extremely well in his crease to be able to get to position to make that save.
They got a face-off coming up here in the offensive end.
And the goaltender looks fatigued, James, so the best medicine right now for them is to find a way to put the puck to the net.
Slides it diagonally to Waters. Picked up along the boards by Krokop. Taken by Deacon Pook. Here's a pass in front. He scores! What a goal!
Well, he does a great job of getting to position, net front, James, and then with a quick flick of the wrist, he buries it.
The Nighthawks are all smiles on the bench now here in period number 3, holding down a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been a competitive game, and now they sit in control here with that 2-goal lead, James, in the back half of the third period. Now it's about managing the puck. I expect them to play a little safer, but expect a push from their opponent.
And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Gaining steam here on the attack. Pad save, and he made it look easy. Great job there. The Nighthawks are looking to close things out. They have been dominant all night long, and they continue to lead late in the third. The Icebreakers win the draw here in their own end. Here's a feed in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. The Nighthawks take it along the wall. Puck scooped up by Krokop. Dishes it to Darlene. Handles the pass. Takes the breakaway. Oh, clutch save here in this third period.
It's a close game, and you know it's the third period, and the next goal is pivotal, and you want that one back, certainly if you're the shooter.
The Icebreakers gain possession along the wall. Big-time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James, and listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
And look at this. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here. Oh, thunderous collision there. Penalty coming up here. Waters may not like it, but a pretty cut and dry call for the officials for interference.
When you're the culprit and you're going to the box for the second time in one period, you recognize that you've also compromised your team here. It's a team sport, and man, they're not happy right now.
The Nighthawks gain possession. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Dishes it off. Great read with the stick. Redirected off one of his own line mates there. He got all of that one. What a steal in his own end.
The Icebreakers have been playing great defensively. Their six are in the right position, but they need to make good on them. This game is awfully close.
We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. They've got the extra attacker out there, and Cheryl, we know what this means.
Well, you have to get possession with that extra player on the ice. They'll look to win that draw and convert on their opportunity.
The Icebreakers will start off on the attack after winning the draw. Puck grab by Petrov. Shakes up, streaking in all alone. Scores into the empty net.
This was right in my wheelhouse, James. These were the type of moments that I played in, and everyone can take a breath now that the insurance marker has hit the 4x6. That's a strong effort all the way around. Stingy defensively at the end of the game, and they're able to get that empty netter, and it's the dying minutes here, James. It should seal the deal.
And one more face-off coming up here before this one officially wraps. Sneaks by the poke check. Final horn sounds, bringing this one to a close. Well, not the glorious, heroic performance they were hoping for in their debut here in the EASHL, but, you know, it's going to take some time, but I like some elements out there.
Yeah, there is definitely elements out there, and I'm sure the coaches, upon watching video, will be able to show them some different moments within the game that they executed. But it's all about a collective effort. It's hard to build and layer on top of one another in your first game when you're getting to know one another, figure out the chemistry within the lines. It'll come.
The sticks are taped, the jerseys are on, and there is no safety net. It is time to do it for real here in the EASHL. Well, we've been waiting for this one all day long, and here we go. The Icebreakers will start with the puck as they win the opening faceoff here. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Big time hit on the play.
Well, she had the spacing, and then she knew exactly how she was going to throw this hit. It's thunderous there, James. But I love the instincts here to recognize what her team needs to gain that puck back.
Shakes loose.
Sometimes when you have no time to think and make these types of saves, I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
Fires it! Denies him on the play! Handles the puck at the point. They've really got him on their heels here now. And the D comes up with it. Taken along the wall. And they skate it out of the danger zone. Oh, and there's a big-time hit.
Well, that's a massive and timely hit there, James. Saw his opponent with the head down, lined up perfectly, and threw it. Just love the physicality and the intensity of this play.
Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. The Icebreakers have it against the wall. We got a stoppage. Let's get the call. The Nighthawks are getting 2 minutes for tripping.
Sometimes it's just a product of keeping your feet moving, and when you reach and you take your opponent's feet out, you're going to get the 2 minutes for tripping.
The Nighthawks start with the puck in their own end. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. Oh, that was pulverizing in the corner. What a hit! She brought some spicy mustard with that play.
She certainly did, and she's wearing her opponent down. And if you do this collectively over the course of the game, they're going to be playing back on their heels, James. That's exactly what you want. Coach loves this.
They clear the zone. The Icebreakers have it now. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Reaches out and uses the stick. The man advantage is over.
Well, there's players on the bench that would kill for that opportunity. Just no urgency whatsoever from that power play unit and didn't generate any momentum.
The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Here's a short pass to goalie. Pass out front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Oh, huge hit against the wall, and you know they felt that one.
Well, and that's a tone setter. That's sending a message to every player on your team. Get involved physically, pay the price, use your body, and get the puck. Well, a ton of connected play on both sides of the puck right now, generating a ton of speed and offense. Both teams looking to score goals, high-danger scoring chances. Coaches don't like this one because there's not a lot of defense.
Hammers the shot! Answers it with an even better save!
Well, the game's all about trying to get that puck, and anytime you see your opponent with it, you want to separate, and that's exactly what happens here with that huge hit.
More than half the period has expired. Still scoreless in this one. And he takes the dish. And the defenders come up with the puck. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Drills them. The Nighthawks carry it along the wall. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. Along the half wall with the puck. Denied by the goaltender. Sends the pass in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Look out. Here's a chance in front. Huber's lugging the puck. And that pass is redirected. Moves it around along the half wall. Off the post. There's back-to-back saves. Oh, he denies him again.
Oh, man, he's so dialed in. Makes consecutive saves there and keeps his team in it.
Off a stick, and they can't connect. Outlaw's going to play the puck behind the cage. Feeds it over. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Picked up along the wall by Cap. Into the offensive zone. Look at this. She's on a breakaway. Oh, fantastic save there.
And when he got in on his own, James, I thought it was over. No question, thought it was going to be the back of the net, but the goaltender makes a fantastic save.
Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket.
Miles' last save was a reminder how good he can be when he is on point and tracking the puck well here. He steals one from his opponent to keep that one out of the net.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, we're still scoreless. He got all of that hit on the play. Great timing to come up with the interception. Big time stop there.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Can hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Quick feed to Outlaw. Moves it on over to goalie. First period is in the books. The next 20 minutes is on deck next here on EA Sports. Well, hopefully everybody's refreshed after the intermission. We are ready to go for period number 2. Advantage goalies through the first 20 minutes. Let's see if we get a goal here in the second. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
Miles has been the best player on the ice without question, James. He's faced a ton of shots, and he's really answered the call and given his team an opportunity to win. They're still in this. It's scoreless. They need to be better in the second.
The Icebreakers gain control of the puck. Grabs it in his own end. The Nighthawks take it across the line. The Icebreakers look to start the transition game. Tries to feed it over to Outlaw. Slides the puck across to goalie. Takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender.
All right, bud.
Oh, he gets hit again.
Well, this is a tough enough game as it is, but if you have your head down, you are going to get land-basted over and over again.
Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Takes the feed. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one, because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Rocks him. He grabs the puck here at the point. The Icebreakers have it from their own end. Here they come on the attack. Quick pass to goalie. On the attack along the boards. Stopped by the goaltender.
I absolutely love this save, James. I mean, the shooter's at a point-blank range, right in that low slot, and it's just taken away. Grand larceny.
They gain the zone from the left side. From against the wall, it's centered out. The Icebreakers gain possession in their own end. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Play is blown dead with the offside.
Now she's in it to win it with that hit there, James. She wants to separate the player from puck, and she does an excellent job. She's going to get a huge kudos from her coach.
Still lots of time left in the period. The game is still scoreless. The Nighthawks win the draw. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. Shot! Oh, there's a great stop by Wagner!
I would have lost the puck 3 times by the time that I'd been handled like that by the coverage. I mean, but he doesn't. He just knows how to move and maneuver his body around the puck. He can shield it, and he maintains possession for a great shot on net.
Goalie's getting called for tripping on the play.
Well, a blatant tripping call here, just a lackadaisical effort with her stick. You got to move the feet, not reach with the stick.
Gets the puck in deep. The Nighthawks have it behind the net. Throws one up to Martinez. Takes the feed from the left side. The Icebreakers gain possession of the defensive zone. Into the corner of the attacking area. Hammers it from the point, and he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
Moves the puck down low. There's the whistle, and a much-needed one at that, Cheryl.
Well, everyone takes a breath of fresh air here as they're able to reset as they get chaotic in their own zone. They've lost their coverage. They get the whistle now.
Wilson's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. Slides the puck over. Off the crossbar! What an opportunity right there! There's the whistle. We've got an offside.
Petrov's got a great look here. It just gets under it a little bit too much. I think this is a product of thinking he doesn't have a lot of time, and because of it, he just puts it off the crossbar.
Moves it to Martinez. Goalie's now out of the box, and we are back to even strength.
For this power play unit will not be happy. Not only didn't they execute, but they had a difficult time making even crisp passes and attacking seams. They got to be better.
Broken up at center by Martinez. Ref's arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Goalie's pick on the play has resulted in an interference penalty.
She's frustrated and not playing her game, emotionally charged, and she has to get that in check because she has taken 2 penalties this period.
And they'll roll the power play unit right back out.
As the power play unit steps out on the ice, they've got to reset mentally here, James, and just get rid of all the other opportunities that they've had and forget about them.
They score! Right with the man advantage, and they make it click.
When we have a look at it, James, it looks like it's redirected, and that's just beautiful timing, and get the hands away from the body, be able to get it to go the opposite direction of the goaltender.
The Nighthawks' patience finally pays off. They stay with it, and they now have the lead in the back half of the second here, Cheryl.
Well, they're able to capitalize at the right time, James, and it's about being opportunistic, but man, they have not been the better team. I mean, you can throw analytics out the window, because if you're looking at them, they should not be winning this game.
With the blast, denies him with the save. The Nighthawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Great pressure with the stick. Moves it in front, takes the shot, they score! And that's back-to-back snipes.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of a momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row. He's got such a strong foundation, and even that wide stance, I mean, it is so difficult to shove him or jostle him off the puck. He maintains possession with that power, drives the net, and buries the goal.
And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. Over the line they come. Oh, she lowers the boom!
But it always amazes me how, well, you can't do that, or you're going to find your way marching over to the box.
The Icebreakers have been called for...